Good afternoon, Ghana. It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
It's midday. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. The news is live from our studios at number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. The news is also live on all affiliates across the 16 regions of the country. Western region, we are live on Premier FM 100.5, Sky Power FM 93.5, and Beach FM 105.5, all in Takrady. Bono region, we are live on J Life FM 95.5 in Sunyain. Ashanti region, Orange FM 107.9 in Kumasi. The news is also live around the world on citinewsroom.com. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Coming up, Ghana observes 1 week of military helicopter crash that claimed the lives of 8 individuals. Meanwhile, the government is requesting for international collaboration to investigate the tragic crash.
We have made requests for international collaboration and we have received positive response in that regard.
Also coming up, embattled sports presenter with Kumasi-based Wontumi FM transferred to the police Heidi headquarters in Accra as lawyers try to secure bail.
For now, he is in lawful custody pending the completion of interrogation. We will arrange bail for him and then we'll proceed from there. Apology would not erase a wrongdoing.
Still ahead, coalition of over 400 youth organizers pick presidential nomination forms for Dr. Bawumia to support his candidacy bid. And later we hear from Ghana's ambassador-designate to South Korea, Kojo Choi, who is promising to boost bilateral trade between Ghana and South Korea upon assumption of office.
So many companies in Korea are looking for ways and means of being able to go to the next journey. I believe that Ghana and Africa can provide that platform for them.
All that and more on Citi Prime News right here from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. If you're in the Volta region, you are listening to us on Akpini Radio 96.7 in Pando, Heritage FM 107.3 in Hoho in Northern region, Dasuma FM 99.1 in Yendi. Upper East, we are live on Word FM 88.3 in Zwarungu. Upper West, Westlink 88.1 in Laura and Northeast region. We are live on Eagle FM 94.1 in Wale Wale.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Grateful for choosing us. Now, a coalition of more than 490 New Patriotic Party youth organizers from constituencies nationwide has picked nomination forms for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ahead of the party's January 2026 presidential primary. The group described Dr. Bawumia as the party's best chance of winning the 2028 general elections. Upon receiving the forms, Dr. Bawumia described the gesture as a significant vote of confidence.
The leadership came and requested that they wanted to put their widow's mite together and pick my forms for me. I agreed because that was a remarkable vote of confidence in me. And this morning, they have fulfilled that promise they made, and they have picked the forms from the headquarters and have delivered the forms to me today. The youth are a major asset for our party. They represent the future. And they are an asset not only for the party, but for the nation. And I want to thank them for this major vote of confidence. I want to say that I am minded to contest for the flag bearership of the new patriotic party.
Dr. Bawumia further urged party leaders to conduct the flag bearer elections with decorum, refraining from insult and focusing on substantive ideas instead.
As a party, I admonish everybody, all the aspirants and our supporters, that let us focus on marketing or selling our respective candidates. When we bring down other people, we are bringing down the MPP. Our messages will be taken by our opponents and used against us. I will not, and you will never hear me insulting any candidate. And so, because when this election is over, we have to contest a general election. And if we divide ourselves today, we will have a difficulty in uniting for a general election tomorrow. So let us begin the process with unity and end with unity, because that will bring victory in 2028.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is a flag bearer hopeful for the NPP. Let's go live to his campaign office here in Accra and speak to my colleague Samuel Akom for more. Sami, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. What's the scenes at the? Tell us about the scene at the office, the campaign office of Dr. Bawumia.
Thank you, Hawa, and good afternoon. Typical of a political environment, the atmosphere is a charged one. You do recall that weeks ago, a group of over 490 youth organizers of the New Patriotic Party declared their support for the former Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in his bid to contest for the NPP flag bearer. And the election, we do know, is scheduled for January 2026. And so today, the group proceeded to pick nomination forms on behalf of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and then they came to Dr. Bawumia's campaign office here in Accra to present the nomination form to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And so in presenting the nomination form to Dr. Bawumia, they indicated that they believe he is the only candidate that can secure the New Patriotic Party victory in the 2028 general elections. So presently, after they presented the petition, Dr. Bawumia also acknowledged their presence, thanked them, and indicated that this gesture from them shows a vote of confidence in his candidature. But I must say that Dr. Bawumia has indicated that after filling the form and submitting it to the party office, he will subsequently officially fully, declare his intent to contest in the election. But we should all know that he is indeed contesting. Another message he mentioned was that the party should, the aspirants should conduct their campaigns in a decorum manner. But I have with me one of the youth organizers who is part of the group who is currently throwing their support behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I would want to engage him briefly. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Please, I'm Samuel Owusu.
Samuel Owusu, youth organizer for Kintampo, right?
Kintampo South.
Kintampo South.
Yes.
So tell me, what inspired this move?
Well, this move has been inspired by the personality of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. He's been vice president for 8 years, and as youth, we saw what he did. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, as a vice president, has a lot of successes and programs to his name. He's the only vice president that you can associate a successful project to him and credit to his name. So as youth, we believe that amongst all the aspirants, about 490 of us out of 552, we believe that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia understands the Gen Zs very well. He understands the youth because he is somebody connected to IT. And youth, we believe that this is IT drive is something that can move the country forward. Recently, 2 days ago, so this current government has established an office to receive prophecy. Is it how we want to go as a country?
Yeah, so you've made your intention of the reason why you are supporting Dr. Baubian. Yeah. That's fair enough. But before I let you go, you know that this is a great political risk, because it can go either ways, right? So consequently, after the elections, what is going to be, because you were a youth organizer, are you going to support whoever wins after the election?
Definitely, it's an internal election. We all belong to one party. We are going to support any candidate who wins. But we believe that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to clinch about 80% of the vote. He is winning, no doubt about that, because he's our surest best victory 2028.
All right. Thank you so much. So that was Samuel Osu, youth organizer for Kintampo South in the Bono region. I just engaged, and he has explained the reasons why or what inspired their motivation to join the Dr. Bawumia campaign team. And of course, earlier I engaged Kujo Oponkroma, who is a staunch supporter of the campaign, a lead campaign actually, and he has also indicated that there are requirements that the form needs to follow. And so in terms of when the form will be submitted, we should just look out, because they have to go around the country to get some endorsement to fill the form. So as to when it will be submitted, he mentioned that we should be on the lookout.
Very well, grateful for your time. Samuel Akoma is my colleague here at 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. Away from that, Ghana's ambassador designate to South Korea, Kojo Choi, says he's committed to boosting bilateral trade between Ghana and South Korea to spur national development. According to him, his appointment presents an opportunity to advance economic diplomacy for Ghana, particularly given his entrepreneurial background. In an interview on Channel 1 TV's Face to Face, he explains that Ghana, as a developing country, has the potential to thrive in the tech space through partnerships with South Korea, one of the world's leading technology development nations.
If you think of Korea as very high tech, very industrial place, they really need, at the moment, they need an exit strategy. Because China has really caught up with technology. They have really brought down the prices. So many companies in Korea are looking for ways and means of being able to go to the next journey. I believe that Ghana and Africa can provide that platform for them. Of course, there are certain conditions and environment that is suitable for them. They only come when they know is beneficial to them. Ghana will only have them when we know it's beneficial to us. The problem has been all this while with such relationship was that there wasn't good balance of benefits. So a good ambassador understanding business, being able to really balance for win-win, I believe a lot could be done in that sense.
He also dismissed claims of any political affiliations linked to his recent appointment.
I've never been political. Never. I know a lot of people in NPP. For example, I had Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo coming to launch and open our gallery, which is in Oxford Street. She happens to love art, and she knew what I was doing. I was trying to support the budding artists. So I have a lot of friends in
the NPP.
Yeah, NPP. Also in NDC as well. Mm-hmm. But I've never ever, lobbied or I've sponsored. I've always been a very quiet business entrepreneur, missionary. So nothing political, purely based on the competence. And of course, time is the only judge to show with evidence and proofs that the decision was a right decision.
He had Ghana's ambassador designate to South Korea, Kojo Choi. This is still the City Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Still to come, Ghana observes 1 week of the military helicopter crash that claimed lives of 8 individuals. Meanwhile, the government is requesting for international collaboration to investigate the tragic incident. We have details coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025, a celebration of excellence in locally made goods and services. This year's exhibition brings together the very best that Ghana has to offer, from timeless traditional crafts to cutting-edge innovations. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, this is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. Join us in championing Ghanaian talent, creativity, and authenticity. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Side Hassle from EK Brand Consult.
Are you searching for a world-class conferencing facility to elevate your next event? Do you need a bougie look for that all-important corporate, board meeting, or private social event? The Alisa Pavilion has an unmatched capacity. Our expansive conference center comfortably seats 1,000 persons in a theater-style setup. This makes it ideal for large conferences, product launches, weddings, social events, and exhibitions. There are 2 executive boardrooms set up for your high-profile meetings. With the importance of seamless technology integration, our facilities are equipped to support your audiovisual needs. Looking for an oasis of bliss? Saunter into our Oasis Lounge and Bistro on Thursdays for Thirsty Thursday, while you enjoy a whopping 15% discount. Make a date for Saturday Barbecue, where we have alfresco dining for nature lovers in our lush manicured lawns, while you savor lip-smacking dishes. The Alisa Hotel Pavilion, where great minds convene and beautiful memories are created. Alisa Hotels, our Aquaba means more than just welcome.
The grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2025 is here! Congratulations to our top 10 finalists. But the big question is, who out of our top 10 wins the ultimate prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis, the Glitzy Trophy, and the bragging rights as the Literacy Challenge winner for 2025? Support your favorite students, support your school, and let's promote literacy in Ghana. Tune in live to Channel 1 TV for the grand finale on Saturday, 16th August 2025. Venue, Alisa Hotel Ridge, Accra. Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Call 0205-973-973 for more details. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and sponsored by Bell Moon and GB Assessment.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Now, a week ago, the country was struck by the devastating news of a helicopter crash at Adanse Akrofrom in the Ashanti region that claimed 8 lives. The government is scheduled to hold a funeral ceremony on Friday, August 15 at the Independence Square here in Accra. Citi News' Jude Mensah Duncan has more in this report.
A week ago, the country was hit with the devastating news of a helicopter crash that claimed 8 lives. The victims on board the Z-9 military helicopter were scheduled to attend the launch of the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program in Obuasi, in the Ashanti region. Minutes into the program, officials began receiving distress calls about a helicopter crash at Adansi Akrofum, specifically in the small town of Sikaman. On board the flight were the Defense Minister, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, the Minister of Environment, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, the Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Alhaji Limuna Minuru Mohammed, and the NDC Vice Chairman, Dr. Samuel Sapon. The others included Deputy NADMO Director Samuel Abuaje and 3 flight crew members, Squadron Leader Peter Anala, Flight Officer Main Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The tragic news was announced to the nation by the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra.
I have the unpleasant duty, sadly, to announce a national tragedy involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash: Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Miru Mohammed Lemuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; and Mr. Samuel Abuaje, a former parliamentary candidate; Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice.
Immediately after the announcement, the presidency, led by the Vice President and the Chief of Staff, proceeded to officially inform the family members of the affected victims about the incident. On Thursday, 7th August, the government honored the memory of the victims with a flower laying and candle lighting ceremony at the Jubilee House. An evening of reflection and a memorial ceremony was also held in honor of all 8 victims at the forecourt of the State House last Saturday. The government, through the Interior Minister, announced that the charred bodies of the victims had been sent to South Africa for DNA testing. On Sunday, a burial ceremony in line with Islamic traditions was held for the 2 Muslim victims of the crash. Dr. Ibrahim Murtala and Alhaji Limuna Minuru were subsequently buried at the military cemetery in Accra on Sunday, 10th August. The government is scheduled to hold a state funeral ceremony for all 8 victims of the crash on Friday, 15th August 2025.
This gathering is more than just a symbolic exercise or the fulfillment of a campaign promise. It is a decisive step in our collective responsibility to reset Ghana's economy, restore confidence, and build the prosperous future we all envision. Today we are here to begin the process of engaging in honest, solution-driven discussions about the challenges we face and the opportunities before us. Our nation stands at a pivotal moment, and the choices we make now will determine the trajectory of our economy for generations to come. As President, I have the honor of leading the conversation on the theme, Resetting Ghana, Building the Economy we Want Together.
A week after this heartbreaking incident, the Deputy Minister of Defense, Broja Jemfi, is urging the media and analysts to be circumspect in their commentary regarding the crash, adding that the Ghana Armed Forces remain committed to conducting a thorough and comprehensive investigation.
We also want to assure you that the Ghana Armed Forces have already begun investigations into the incident. We have made requests for international collaboration, and we have received positive response in that regard. And so we want to assure you, our chiefs, that nothing will be covered, it will be transparent, and the public, Ghanaian public, will know exactly what happened and the cause of this tragic accident. We also want to caution the media and some analysts who have been churning out misinformation and untruths about this whole incident.
That was Deputy Defence Minister Boja Jemfi ending that report by my colleague Jude Mensah Duncan. Away from that, a member of the NDC communications team, Hamza Suhini, has urged the government to ensure that the proposed education fund for the children of the August 6 military helicopter crash victim is free from political interference and managed within an existing national framework. His remarks follow President John Dramani Mahamad's announcement of the fund during the third-day funeral rites of late Alhaji Muniru Limuna Mohammed. The fund will be officially launched at the state funeral on August 15. Speaking on Channel 1 TV's Breakfast Daily Show, Hamza Suhini said integrating it into an established body such as the Get Fund would promote transparency, accountability and public confidence.
I feel strongly that there are existing institutions that we should use to establish that fund. And for example, the Ghana Education Trust Fund. Because what will be topmost on the minds of these families is how to see the words of these gallant soldiers through education.
Yes.
So there's nothing that prevents us from setting up the fund, because we would want to receive donations from well-meaning Ghanaians, but we must not create a parallel structure. I think that my suggestion is for us to do that under the auspices of Ghana Education Trust Fund, Get Fund. Let the administrator of Get Fund be in charge, so it becomes a unit under Get Fund, so that contributions can be roped through that particular process. Then Get Fund would take charge of the education of these kids.
That was a member of the NDC's communications team, Hamza Suhini. Meanwhile, the People's National Party, PNP, is urging Parliament to prioritise the passage of the National Heroes Dependent Protection Act to provide long-term support for families of Ghanaians who die in the line of duty. Janet Nabla is PNP chairperson and leader.
Whenever we have people dying out of duty, talk of Major Mahama and co., they will tell you that they are setting up a foundation for them. As time goes on, you will not hear about the foundation anymore. The people will go back to their hardship, especially if the party in power is no more in power anymore. No one cares about the victims. The victims will now be left at the mercy of charity. This is not good. It's not good for us to say we are setting up a foundation. We need a permanent solution for this problem. And that is the reason why the PNP is proposing the National Heroes Dependent Protection Act to be able to help in cushioning the dependents. What we are saying is that there will be an act which can be legislated in Parliament. Thanks be to God, it is the NDC that are in power, and they have the majority in Parliament. So they can use that as an opportunity to come up with an act that will be a permanent act that can be able to support these victims. The money is going to come from the consolidated fund.
Janet Nabla is PNP's chairperson and leader. Now, the legal team for Wuntumi Multimedia Company Limited says sports presenter with Wuntumi TV, Achimkwa Nana Kofi Asare, has been transferred to the police CID headquarters in Accra. This follows reports that unidentified armed men allegedly picked him up at Ejiso Krapa in the Ashanti region. Witnesses say the assailants, who arrived in unmarked vehicles, fired warning shots and forcibly took the presenter away without revealing their identities or intentions. One of the lawyers for Wuntumi Multimedia, Andy Apiakobi, told Citi News they will use all legal means to secure bail for the presenter.
I'm told by management of the company that he's been brought to CID headquarters. I have getting a lawyer to assist in the investigation. Myself to attend a meeting at NCA. When that is done, I will join them in the meeting at police headquarters. But for now, he is in lawful custody pending the completion of interrogation. We will arrange bail for him, and then we'll proceed from there. Apology would not erase a wrongdoing, and therefore we have to resort to the full details of the law to seek remedies. So apology, yes, beginning of it. I had advised yesterday that the management themselves should bring some sanctions against the corporate, and then onwardly issue an unqualified apology to the president, and to the government, and also to the people of Ghana.
You heard counsel for Wontumi Multimedia Limited, Andy Apiakubi, ending today's edition of the City Prime News, which has been live from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. Please log on to citynewsroom.com for more stories. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Have a great afternoon.
City News. We speak first.